The world of art has always belonged to those who could translate imagination into form. Painters, sculptors, designers, and dreamers who shaped reality through their vision. But that world has changed forever. A new kind of artist has emerged, one that doesn't hold a brush or pencil, but types. With a few words, a few prompts, it commands algorithms to create breathtaking art that looks as if it were painted by a master's hand. This is not just evolution, it's a creative revolution. And leading this revolution are two giants, Midjourney and DALL-E 3. Both claim to redefine what it means to create. Both have built devoted communities and inspired awe across the digital landscape. Yet, beneath their stunning results lies a quiet rivalry, not just over technology, but philosophy. One embodies chaos and instinct, the other precision and order. Together they represent two visions of the same dream, a world where creativity no longer depends on skill, but on words. But when art becomes accessible to anyone, who truly deserves to be called an artist? Midjourney and DALL-E 3 approach this question from opposite directions. Midjourney thrives on emotion. It's not an app or a website you simply click through, it's an experience that lives inside Discord, a hive of digital creativity where thousands of users type their visions into a shared current of ideas. Each prompt begins the same way, /imagine, followed by words that spark endless possibilities. Within moments, 4 images appear, each one a unique interpretation of that vision. Some are imperfect, others mesmerizing, but every result feels alive. There's an unpredictability to Midjourney that gives its creations character, the kind of imperfection that feels deeply human. In contrast, DALL-E 3 exists within the structured world of ChatGPT and Bing. It doesn't ask you to learn commands or navigate crowds, you simply describe what you want and it delivers. No noise, no confusion, just precision. The images it produces are sharp, balanced, and incredibly faithful to the prompt. It doesn't reinterpret your words, it follows them. If Midjourney is the wild artist painting from emotion, DALL-E 3 is the architect, building beauty with exact calculation. One thrives on chaos, the other on clarity. You know, the distinction between the two reveals more than just different design philosophies. It exposes two visions of creativity itself. Midjourney treats AI like a muse, something to be discovered and collaborated with. It doesn't just generate art, it provokes it. Each creation feels like a dialogue between human intention and machine interpretation. DALL-E 3, meanwhile, treats AI as a tool, a perfect assistant designed to execute with flawless accuracy. It doesn't challenge your idea. It refines it. The result is art that looks impeccable, but often feels clinical, as if too perfect to have soul. Under the surface, both platforms are technological marvels. Midjourney gives users control over the creative process with modes that shape both speed and depth. Fast mode for instant results and relax mode for long experimental sessions. You can zoom, pan, and vary regions within an image, expanding your vision layer by layer like a sculptor, refining form. Every tweak feels tactile, as though you're shaping light and color with your hands. DALL-E 3, on the other hand, really excels in understanding language. It reads your descriptions with near-perfect comprehension, producing scenes that match every nuance. Say, a lone astronaut sitting on a bench in Times Square under a neon sky, and it doesn't just give you an astronaut. It gives you mood, light, and emotion that match your tone. It can even generate text inside images with remarkable accuracy, which is honestly a feat that many AI art generators still struggle to achieve. Its integration with ChatGPT makes it even more powerful. You can converse with it, refine your art with simple instructions, and rework visuals instantly. For developers and creative teams, DALL-E 3 also offers something Midjourney doesn't yet match, an API. This allows companies to build automated image generation directly into apps, workflows, or large-scale creative systems. Midjourney's focus remains on artists. DALL-E 3's reach extends to industries. One is a studio for expression, the other, a factory for production. Pricing reflects these priorities. So, Midjourney's model, Well, it starts at $10 per month for basic users, and it scales up to $120 for professionals who need faster rendering, private projects, and, simultaneous jobs. The $30 standard tier, which offers unlimited relaxed generations, is honestly the sweet spot for most creators who want the freedom to experiment endlessly. It's really built for people who treat digital art as a craft. Now, dall-e 3 takes a more integrated approach. It's bundled with ChatGPT Plus for $20 per month, which also includes access to GPT-4. This makes it, honestly, incredibly cost-effective, especially for users who want both image and text generation in one place. For casual users, free access through Bing Image Creator offers a taste of its power, though, you're limited by daily credits. Businesses, meanwhile, can scale production through OpenAI's API at roughly 1.5 cents per image. Where Midjourney feels like buying a personal art studio, dall-e 3 feels like renting a spotless, well-equipped design office. Both serve creativity, but in very different ways. Then there's the experience, the feeling of using each platform. Midjourney's Discord community just hums with life. Every second, hundreds of prompts flood the screen. Surreal dreams, cinematic scenes, impossible landscapes. You can actually watch inspiration happen in real time. And that energy, honestly, is contagious. There's a sense of shared discovery, of collective imagination. But that same chaos can definitely overwhelm newcomers. The interface is cluttered, commands take some getting used to, and without a higher tier plan, everything you create remains public. The newer web interface has improved usability, offering private galleries and history tracking. But, the wild spirit of the Discord community really remains its heartbeat. Now, dall-e 3 is the complete opposite. It's clean, silent, and intuitive. You type, it delivers. You revise, it adjusts. There's no crowd, no distraction, just you and the art. The interface just fades into the background, letting the words take center stage. For professionals, that simplicity is just perfect. But for artists craving unpredictability, it can feel kind of sterile. It's controlled creativity, efficient but safe. And because of OpenAI's strict content moderation, certain ideas, even purely artistic ones, can be blocked entirely. Ultimately, both platforms cater to different creative identities. Midjourney appeals to explorers, concept artists, illustrators, storytellers who seek emotion over precision. Its work feels cinematic, its imperfections alive with meaning. dall-e 3, meanwhile, serves builders, marketers, educators, brands, and creators who prioritize clarity and speed. Its integration with ChatGPT allows seamless workflow where ideas transform into both text and visuals without switching tools. It's a vision of productivity, not poetry. But, the deeper question isn't which tool makes better art, it's really what their rivalry says about the future of creativity. Midjourney pushes us toward imagination, embracing human unpredictability. dall-e 3 pushes us toward optimization, celebrating human efficiency. One reminds us why we create, the other reminds us how far we can go. Together, they form the two halves of modern creativity: chaos and control, dream and discipline. But the deeper question isn't which tool makes better art, it's what their rivalry says about the future of creativity. Midjourney pushes us toward imagination, embracing human unpredictability. dall-e 3 pushes us toward optimization, celebrating human efficiency. One reminds us why we create, the other reminds us how far we can go. Together, they form the two halves of modern creativity: chaos and control, dream and discipline. Both are evolving fast. Midjourney's next major update, version 7, promises hyper-realism, dynamic compositions, and even video generation. It's aiming to blur the line between still art and motion. dall-e 3 is taking a different path, spreading horizontally through Microsoft's ecosystem, embedding itself into Copilot, Designer, and productivity tools. It's becoming invisible, transforming from a product into infrastructure. One seeks to expand imagination, the other to integrate creation. Yet, both face the same storm: questions of ethics and ownership. Midjourney has faced criticism for training on copyrighted works without explicit consent, while DALL-E 3 enforces strict moderation that sometimes limits artistic freedom. It's kind of a paradox. One is too free, the other too cautious. The future of AI art depends on how this balance is resolved, between expression and ethics, between creativity and control. So, which one truly wins? The answer might be neither. Midjourney and DALL. The three aren't just tools, they're reflections of us. Midjourney is the untamed spirit that dreams first and refines later. DALL-E 3 is the disciplined mind that plans every stroke. Both amplify what already exists inside the creator. The real masterpiece isn't what they produce, it's what we choose to make with them. As AI art grows beyond tools into true collaborators, the question will shift from which generates better art to which better understands intention. When that day comes, art won't just be about description, it will be about emotion, meaning, and soul. And maybe then we'll realize that the competition was never between Midjourney and DALL-E 3, it was between humanity and its own imagination. Because in this new world, the brush doesn't belong to the hand anymore, it belongs to the mind, and the next masterpiece won't come from code or canvas, but from how far we dare to dream. If this deep dive helped you see the true battle behind the art, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, which side are you on, the dreamer's chaos of Midjourney or the perfectionist precision of DALL-E 3?